easy go.
Alright, what's up guys? I've been asked to show my build, so we're just going to get through this really quick today. Before we go into the skills, I just want to mention the Bounty Hunter artifact is almost required for this build to function the way I have it set up. What this does is allows you to have a 3% chance to activate your hunt skills when dealing gun damage, and it makes bosses get treated as humans, beasts, or robotics, respectively, depending on which boss you're fighting. I went for Jacob's damage because I primarily used the Rowan and King's Call, but try to get good stats for whatever you're using. I will make a separate video on why I use these guns later, but the rest of this doesn't really matter. Use whatever you want. As for the skills, everybody is running Fade Away on Flak. The Gamma Burst is okay, but it will not work with this build, and the rack just sucks. So, Fade Away. This point doesn't really matter. You can put this somewhere else if you want to. I just wanted a little bit of health regen and max health. The Furious Attack makes it to where after you shoot an enemy, you get stacks of Furious Attack, just increasing your damage further. Overclocked is fire rate. Eager to Impress. Every time you kill an enemy, it reduces the cooldown of your action skills, letting you get back into your Fade Away faster. Lick the Wounds gives your pet a chance to revive you if he doesn't die first. He's kind of squishy on this build. Turn, Tell, and Run gives you health regeneration, damage reduction while you're moving, or if you're in the middle of a boss fight, you're going to want to stand still to get that extra 25% damage. Hidden Machine makes it so that if the enemy is not targeting you, you do extra 30% damage, and since you're in Fade Away, they will not be targeting you anyway. The Fast and the Furious, just while you're above half health, you get increased gun damage and move speed. You should be above half health most of the time during this build. Rage and Recover, I just put 1 point here because it's a kill skill, and the power inside increases your gun damage whenever you activate an action skill. So for 15 seconds after you activate Fade Away, and this only lasts 15 seconds anyway. So the entire time you're in Fade Away, you're getting benefit from this 25% weapon damage. So that is the... oh wait, before we go into the next tree. As far as the augments go for your Fade Away, you want Gorillas in the Mist. This makes it so that you do not exit Fade Away after shooting 3 bullets, so that I can fire fully automatic for the entire duration. Unblinking Eye just gives you extra crit. You can use whatever you want as your second one, but I find this one the most beneficial. And as for the pet, I chose to go with the Gunslinger Jabber, just to help proc... which one is it? This one. Whenever the pet attacks an enemy... wait, no, that is the wrong one. This one. Okay, whenever your pet deals damage, you get stacks of Frenzy. And since he has a submachine gun, it stacks faster and easier than trying to have a melee pet. Plus, I don't have the points to unlock these. If you want more health regen or damage reduction, you could opt in for these, but this is the one that I went with. As far as the blue tree goes, I have 3 points into Persistent Hunter, so that my gun damage and action skill duration are increased. These 2 points don't really matter. You could put them over here in Ferocity if you want. I just needed them so I could unlock Frenzy. And I have 1 point into Frenzy, the other one is coming from my artifact. And as for the red tree, 3 points on Interplanetary Stalker. Every time you kill an enemy, you increase your damage per stack. Now this can be activated through the Bounty Hunter artifact. You don't actually need to kill an enemy, so this will actually proc in the middle of a boss fight. Leave No Trace just gives you a chance to give ammo back on crit. Let's see, Hunter's Eye gives you bonuses against different kinds of enemies. And since bosses are now treated as humans, robots, or beasts, you're getting benefit from these against bosses as well. Head count makes it to where every time you get a crit, there's a chance that your cooldowns will be reduced. This will help you stay in Fade Away as much as possible. Two Fang is just extra projectiles, always useful. And the most dangerous game, anytime you kill a badass enemy, this is a hunt skill. So you don't necessarily need to kill a badass enemy, but it will proc off of your bounty hunter as well. but that's pretty much the build. There's nothing really special about it. I could actually probably tweak this a little bit, put this point somewhere else. But this is what I'm running with for now, and I'm comfortable with it. So before we go any further, I'm going to go down and do a boss fight. This is the final boss in the game. If you have not beat the game and do not want this spoiled, click off now. That should be enough time. Alright. This is the sniper rifle I was using in my previous video, so I guess we'll just go with this one again. And one other thing I probably should mention, the mayhem modifiers make a huge difference in the amount of damage you do, so we are actually probably just going to shred him, or her, because we have increased sniper rifle damage, but she's also going to have additional health. If you get something like negative radiation and you're using a radiation weapon like I am, then you're going to want to switch this out for something else. But we should be fine. So as soon as you start a boss fight, it's actually great way. As you can see, I found the badass kill. No, I didn't actually kill that. The best place to stand for my range. She's almost over. And a bounty hunter. This is the artifact you're going to want to go for, like I said. Other than that, that's all there is to it. If you guys want to see other builds for other characters, or if you want to see a different build for Flag, let me know, and I will try to play something together. Take it easy.